Okay, so welcome everyone. Today we are at the School of International and Public Relations in Prague. Today we have a very special guest. It's the director for the Middle East and North African region of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and his name is Mr. Hladík. Thank you for accepting our invitation, Mr. Director. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine, indeed. Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, did you want to become a diplomat when you were little, and if not, what was your initial plan?
Well, actually, my initial plan, as any other little boy in then Czechoslovakia, was to become an astronaut. Because at that time we hit our first astronaut, in the space. But when I realized that, you have to be in absolutely perfect medical condition, I realized that this is not the way for me. I loved the history, and since my secondary education, I realized that I want to be specialized in international public law, which means indirectly diplomacy. So yes, when I started to be serious about my profession, my dream was to become diplomat.
That is incredibly interesting, especially with the astronaut remark. It used to be even very popular in the early 2000s. But the second question is, what do you consider to be your greatest achievement from your works?
Well, actually, probably the greatest achievement was what I was able to realize or help to realize during my tenure as ambassador to Jordan, when the Czech Republic was organizing so-called Medevac program. And the concrete result, or to answer concretely, was that we helped with the treatment of approximately 1,000 Syrian and Jordanian children by our doctors. And this is something really concrete, which you don't see, in our everyday diplomatic life. Normally it's about talking, about papers, but, this was something real. And I do consider it as my greatest achievement.
That's very wonderful. I had no idea about this. And continuing with achievements, what do you plan to achieve, or do you believe that this is the place you want to be in, or do you have higher expectations for yourself?
Well, to tell you the truth, our job description is foreign service. And I put a stress on the second word, which is service. So I do not have any dreams unaccomplished. I simply want to further serve my country and do whatever my capacity will allow, to do my job properly. This is it.
I really like your approach, especially when you believe that this is your duty to serve our country. But that is all the time we have for today. Thank you very much again for accepting our invitation, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for having me, indeed. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wonderful. Bye.